mornings, Classic Hits Radio. It's Trina Mara here. Now, you may have seen from our Instagram video, our guests in studio today. Maybe been having a nosy there. I was expecting 3, but there are 2.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Hello.
Yeah, sorry, Hog, he forgot some lines on stage in Vienna there the other night, so he's on punishment.
Redundancies.
For a week, we'll see.
Time out.
Yeah.
So we have 2/3 of foil arms and foil. I never get this. Why do I have such an issue saying
Oh,
this?
you're not the only one. Everyone
Would you not change
everyone
the name
pluralises
to
it.
suit
Foils,
me?
arms, hogs.
Fogs. What? There was a tinfoil.
Skinless and Hutch.
Tinfoil, Skinless and Hutch.
The 2 Johnnies. There's 3 of us. How do people call us?
I just, honestly, you've made my life very difficult every time you've been in the studio, and you've been in about a million times.
You can see the panic come over your face just as you went to introduce us.
I know.
She doesn't know. She doesn't know.
She doesn't know. Foil,
Arms.
and hog.
That's the one.
Yay! So tell me what's going on. You've been in this studio a number of times, and
you still don't know the name.
I know. What's going on?
No, we're
Nothing.
touring away.
Thanks very much.
Touring
That's the end of the
away.
interview.
Yeah, that's it.
This is it. Yeah, that's all we got. No, we've been just we got a new show. We've been touring it around Europe, testing it out on them, and we're bringing it to Ireland now. So that's why we're here to plug it, and then we've got I don't know why our big announcement for our big American gig. We're doing it on Irish radio stations, but we are. And
yeah, we're going to the Carnegie Hall in New York.
Don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah,
That's kind of a
I
big
think
deal.
most of the crowd will be like friends and family. I feel like we're back in the early days again.
So are you well known then in America now because of all the stuff online?
I don't know if you could be well known in America unless you're it's so big. But we've got a nice fan base of people.
They've trusted us to do Carnegie Hall.
Yeah.
Now we'll just see if that trust is repaid. But
Yeah.
I think it's been building. We've done New York a good few times.
How many people, by the way, is that?
It's was it 3,000?
Yeah, just shy of that. Yeah.
Just shy of 3,000. Did you see the sweat come out of my forehead there? Yeah, as I said.
Like me trying to say the name of the act.
But some of the seats are so high, like the nosebleeds, that you kind of have to crawl to the bathroom if you feel like you might fall off. So
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's very exciting. It'll be great.
It's really exciting.
Because we've done Broadway, we've done
Yeah.
off Broadway, and then we get Carnegie Hall. So that's all the boxes ticked.
Will
You
they
can
get
retire
you
then.
over there? Will they understand the wit?
Well, they understood it in Vienna, so I think if they're going to get it in Vienna and in Prague,
But didn't you tell me that was a really tough gig?
in
Which
Prague.
one? Oh, Prague.
Prague is
last
for
one.
different reasons. Prague is like the opposite of America.
Yeah, so like in America, like you ask them, what's your name? And I tell you your name, where are you from? And the where you from answer is really, really long.
It's an hour long, and next thing you're
Yeah,
run
I'm
over
from
by
They
where
five
hear,
I'm
tell
minutes.
me about your genealogy.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
Americans just start talking. One person, when we asked them their name, they didn't just answer their name. They stood up and walked onto the stage to answer their name and
Yeah.
tell us a story about themselves.
So like Eastern Europe are totally, totally different. It's like
One word
what's your
answers.
name? Huge pause, and then they're just like Petrov, okay, and where are you from? Giant big long pause. The East.
Trying to
Okay,
get blood
what
out
part
of,
of the
stone,
East?
like,
Like,
literally.
it's just and he's like
yeah. What do you do for a living? I work.
Yeah,
And you're like, oh, wow.
Absolutely, like
This
as
is
if you're
killer.
Stasi interrogating. So you can't get anything out of them. So it just kills the start of the show. It's just like eventually just like, oh, you just need to give up and
So
move
how do
on.
the Irish compare then?
Irish are like in between. They don't want the attention, I think, is fair with the
unless
Irish.
they're from Cork.
Unless they're from Cork, and then they want to let you know. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. No, most people will. So sometimes the Irish will panic and they'll think that, they have to be funny. Like you just want them to answer the question.
Yeah.
So they'll start to think of like crazy answers and stuff. And just relax. Relax. You paid the money.
I would feel under pressure, I have to say, if I was
Yeah.
called out.
Just answer as normal.
It's a conversation.
You know the way they say never sit around the front?
Yeah, but we don't. Like, I mean, sometimes people will do that. Like, I remember at a gig we were at once and the front row was empty. And people thought, oh, yeah, you get picked on if you sit in the front row, so we won't sit in the front row. And we just removed the seats, all of them, stacked them up one by one, and then played to the second row. So, no, sometimes we dig right into the back, if you see somebody interesting.
You feel
Right.
like it's especially, if somebody wants to be talked to, the crowd hates that.
Yeah,
The crowd
yeah.
wants you to find the person who doesn't want to be talked to, and everyone in the front row wants to be talked to, so you tend to fish a little deeper.
Okay,
Deeper
okay.
A
waters.
fella at the back, like an old fella at the back with his jacket on, like he's not maybe enjoying it and he might leave at any point. That's my target. That's the guy I want to chat to.
He's been dragged along.
Yeah,
I'd rather
absolutely,
be watching the
yeah.
football somewhere.
Yeah, he's really
Yeah.
not expecting it.
Yeah. And is it all kind of age groups going now?
Yeah, it is. You
Yeah.
get families going and that. Like, I don't know. I mean, you get...
Yeah, we have like, sometimes you look down, there's a stag on one side, and then there's a granny with her granddaughter, and you're like, wow, I don't know what is our audience?
we had a woman in the second row in Oxford who was on oxygen. And she was like in a wheelchair on oxygen, I would say mid-90s.
Yeah.
And,
I love that.
Isn't that
I know,
brilliant?
it was brilliant. And I was like, she wasn't really like laughing. I mean, I don't know, like she was enjoying it, I guess. But then I think I was playing this like really like horrible, like real dark sense of humor character that was in that particular show, like. And only, a few people were going for it. She loved it. So whatever about us, like she had that real wicked sense of humour.
We were hoping like we could get her really giggling and cause some sort of arrest.
we might get up in the papers, yeah.
That would have been good. What
Daily
publicity
Mail.
that would have been.
Yeah.
We did 3 extra sketches that night. We nearly got her. But yeah.
I actually love that. Older people and they go in and get tattoos like for their 90th birthday and stuff like that. They're legends,
That's
aren't they?
awesome, isn't it? Yeah.
We did. We had
Absolutely
a 96-year-old woman that we used in the show, and like it was kind of a big ask. Do you remember this?
Would you bring her up on stage?
Yeah, bring her up on stage, but like she couldn't speak English. She was Mexican, and she had her granddaughter translating everything as the show went on. So like it took forever. And then just as we were about to use her up on the stage, we're going to bring her up, the big reveal at the end. She gets up the sketch before to go to the toilet and walking at like 1 mile an hour across the front of the stage, and we're going, geez, she's going to be back in 20 minutes. Like, this is a disaster. What do we do? So we just like started adding more and more sketches. I couldn't even barely remember the lines. And then I see the double doors open and I'm like, actually, whoa, look who it is.
The sheer panic.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure,
good
fair
God.
play to her. Yeah.
So listen, you're going to be at Vicar Street though. I know you're talking about your Carnegie Hall.
The Irish
gig.
Carnegie Hall.
But
Vicar Street.
you're doing Vicar Street the 20th to the 23rd of February. My birthday's the 21st of February.
Oh, come on.
Just
You
throwing
have
it
to
out
come.
there.
We'll
Yeah.
get you a ticket.
We'll make it happen.
Would I be allowed out? I don't know. Is that a weeknight? Foil, Arms and Hog. Are you going to do a sketch while you're here?
Yeah.
What'll we
Yeah,
do?
sure. Why not? Well, we had we were in Belfast a while back, right? And there was there was a gym in the hotel we were in,
Yeah.
and this Belfast man was going up and he was trying to like get out of his membership at the gym. I don't know if you've ever experienced this. It's a difficult
It's
thing.
impossible.
Yeah.
Difficult
they
thing.
They were
It's
having
easier
none
to
of
get
it.
out of
having
jail.
none-
Honestly, easier
exactly.
to get out of jail.
But funnier, we thought, with a Northern Irish accent on it. So we wrote this sketch about it.
Okay.
Hiya, welcome to Active Fitness.
Hi, I'm looking to cancel my gym membership, please.
Oh, that's a pity. Look, just take a seat. I'll have someone from the membership team come out and speak to you.
No, there's no need to. I'd just like
I
to.
understand you're looking to leave the organisation.
You mean the gym?
You have become an inactive member.
Yeah, it's just so hard to find the time,
Kieran, leaving now would not be in your best interests.
Why is that?
Let me put it this way. Cancelling your membership would dramatically reduce your life expectancy.
Well, I'm going to take up jogging.
All those hard surfaces, Kieran. It'd be a shame if something happened to those knees.
Well, I want out. So
Let me get this straight. You are looking for a complete cessation of your membership.
yes.
The talks have broken down.
What?
You leave me with no alternative.
What are you-
Kieran, you cannot simply leave this organisation.
Well, I am.
Under the terms of the agreement, you have 1 year left on your membership.
No, I haven't. I haven't at all.
It automatically renewed on the 12th.
On the I didn't agree to that.
That was the deal that was struck, Kieran. 1 month's notice is what's required, otherwise the contract renews indefinitely.
Well, consider this your notice.
So you're looking for early release?
Yes, and not just from me. I want the unconditional release of all of the members of my family.
They cannot and will not surrender to these outrageous demands.
I utterly refute what you have said to me. You're just trying to hit legitimate membership targets.
They have my orders.
Well, you leave me with no choice but to use whatever is in my power, including cancelling my direct debit.
Well then, Mr. Callahan, we find ourselves at an impasse.
Well, how do you propose we resolve this particular matter?
Nobody knows.
Aye.
It's a very complex situation.
If anybody's just tuned in,
Sorry,
Sorry to be rude,
your
drums.
mics there.
what the hell is going on?
Should have told you that one was going to get loud, yeah?
I was like, make a note to tell her it gets loud.
Yeah. Our mics are broken. The Foil, Arms and Hog are about to leave the studio
Yes.
as we replace all our equipment.
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, lads. We'll
Thanks
see you
so much.
soon.
Take care.
Bye. It's Ireland's Classic Hits Radio.